The American economy gained a massive 4.8 million jobs in June, exceeding expectations and raising hope of a sharper than expected recovery. The jobs created brings the US jobless rate down to 11.1%. There were 1.4 million new unemployment claims in a month. That's also a slight decline on May's figures. However, as the United States sees record new coronavirus cases and states reconsider their reopening, there are fears the recovery could be short-lived. And let's take you to Washington, D.C. now, where US President Donald Trump is speaking off the back of those good job numbers.
In June, we added 2.1 million leisure and hospitality jobs, 740,000 retail jobs, 568,000 education and healthcare jobs, 357,000 service jobs. These are all historic numbers. And 356,000 manufacturing jobs. And manufacturing looks like it's ready to really take off at a level that it's never been before. And a lot of that has to do with our trade policy, because we're bringing manufacturing back to our country. And these take a long time to get going, and they're now going. So these are historic numbers. I'm really happy when I see 356,000 manufacturing jobs, and that's just a small number compared to what it will be soon because of our great trade deals. African-American workers, really happily for me, made historic gains with 404,000 jobs added last month alone, and that's a record. And the second largest jump will be last month. And what we have, if you add the 2 months together, it's 700,000 jobs for African-American workers added in the last 2 months, and that's a record by a lot. Likewise, Hispanic employment is up by 1.5 million jobs, a record by a lot. Hispanic employment up 1.5 million jobs. 3 million more women were employed in the month of June, a record. Never had a number like that. Workers with a high school education or less made the biggest strides of all. So people that have just a high school education or have less than a high school education. With unemployment, those without a high school diploma dropped a full 3.3 percentage points. That's the largest drop in recorded history. 80% of small businesses are now open, 80%. And we think we're going to have some very good numbers in the coming months because others are opening. And especially as we put the flame out, getting rid of the flame, it's happening. New business applications have doubled since late March. That's a number that is not even thinkable to achieve this early into a pandemic.